In today's digital world, computer security is a top concern. In spite of taking several measures, your system may be still vulnerable to hacking. Here are some signs that a computer might have been compromised. Number one, your antivirus is switched off. If your antivirus software is turned off and if you can't turn it on, there's a high level possibility that some program is running in your background and there is some malware preventing you from turning it on.
This devious malware is able to disable your antivirus. Threat actors have found a way to disable antivirus solutions and other endpoint protection tools using an increasingly popular method.
Number two, you receive fake antivirus warnings. Suppose you receive fake antivirus warnings prompting you to call a support number or purchase software are often a scam designed to steal your money and also get your personal information.
A new scam has been circulating on the internet in the form of a pop-up warning about your computer being infected with some kind of virus. The scam poses as the popular antivirus McAfee. Apart from making users panic about the computer being infected, it also says that the McAfee, it looks legit, but it is a scam.
Next one is your passwords don't work. Suppose you're unable to log into your account in case your password has been changed. A hacker might have changed the password and therefore you would be unable to log into it. Hackers gaining access and altering the credentials are a bit critical in this modern age.
The attacker gained unauthorized access to GoDaddy's managed WordPress hosting environment using a compromised password to hack into the provisioning system in the company's legacy code for managed WordPress. The breach exposed the email addresses and customer numbers of 1.2 million customers, as well as some customers' SSL private keys and the original WordPress admin passwords set at the time of provisioning. GoDaddy have since reset these passwords and the affected SSL certificates.
Next one is your number of friends in your socials might have been grown. A sudden increase in connections or friend requests in a social media account of which your system is using might have been compromised in being used to spread spam or malicious links.
Nearly 2 in 3 US adults who have personal social media profiles say they are aware that their accounts have been hacked, and 86% agree they limit the personal information they post due to the fear of it being accessed by hackers. Social media sites can lead users to believe their information and data are secure through a few self-selected security settings. But today's cybersecurity criminals can often get around basic passwords and uncover personal information.
Next, new icons could appear on your dashboard. The appearance of new unwanted icons on your dashboard or desktop system which you're using may indicate that some malware or some potentially unwanted program PUP have been installed in your system.
Google Chrome warning. Look out for 2 new icons or risk getting hacked. More than 300 harmful extensions were uncovered by AdGuard, which builds a line of ad blocking and privacy protection software.
Next, the cursor moves on its own. There's something called remote control. If your cursor moves by itself, or if you see some unwanted actions on your screen or some unexplained actions, it could be a signal that someone is remotely accessing your system.
A new form of computer hacking attack called a remote access Trojan hack, or a RAT, cost one suburban woman more than $9,000 before she was able to recover the money. They are built to install in one click. They are built to leave no traces on the computer, said Bogdan Botizatu, an information security specialist at cybersecurity firm Bitdefender. After the hackers had access to her computer and accounts, they diverted her money to themselves through another bank account, which they linked to her PayPal account. She filed a claim with PayPal.
Next, your printer doesn't work properly. Difficulty in printing documents on your printer can be a symptom of uncompromised network because printers are often connected to the computers or other devices in the same network, and therefore there are high chances of people accessing your printer and be able to control your computer. And there could also be chances like man-in-the-middle attacks and much more, which can actually help in compromising the system.
Cybercriminals frequently target printers because they have critical access to sensitive information and an organization's network. Multifunction printers MFPs are even more vulnerable, and assuming they are secure because they have advanced capabilities is a common mistake. Modern printers are controlled using web-based admin consoles. Often, they are configured with default usernames and passwords, which are easy to look up with a quick Google search based on the manufacturer and model. Some printers do not require credentials, so attackers can log in effortlessly and make themselves an administrator. Once inside, attackers have complete control of the printer.
Next one is you're redirected to a different website. When you notice your browser getting redirected to a strange website, in case when you're opening up at a startup, or when you're trying to click on any link, it is getting redirected to a different vulnerable site. There are high chances there are malware or browser hijacker altering your browser behavior.
A web application receives user-controlled input that provides a link to an external site, which is then used in a redirect. This makes phishing attempts easier. According to the Spider Labs team at TrustWave, this kind of web application vulnerability arises when users can be directed to untrusted websites by using input that hasn't been verified, which could take them to websites run by attackers, including phishing sites.
When your files are deleted by someone else. Files disappearing or being deleted by someone else is a strong indication that someone is accessing a system. This also coincides with the remote code execution, which could happen when anyone remotely controls your system, or many other possibilities like man-in-the-middle attack or ARP spoofing terminologies. It's mostly based on network-related hacking.
Thousands of websites on the dark web deleted by hackers. Hackers have deleted a prominent dark web server that hosted over 6,500 pages. The pages on the servers consisted of, but were not limited to, hacked files, videos, pornography, political info, and documents placed by whistleblowers. There is no way to recover from this breach. All data is gone. At the moment, Winson doesn't know what vulnerability in the system led to the breach. However, despite losing all the data, there are plans to rebuild the hosting site with updated design choices that will prevent a breach like this from reoccurring.
Chances that your data is found on the internet even though you didn't put it there. Finding your personal data online without your consent suggests that your computer accounts have been hacked and your data has been leaked. In case you're a person who doesn't post much photos, you can try searching your image whether it is available online by mostly going into Google reverse image search, where you just upload your image and it would say whether your details is publicly available in the internet. You can upload your photo or also mention your name in a website and identify whether your information has been leaked or anything has come out. You can verify it for yourself.
Major credit monitoring firm Equifax suffered a breach affecting more than 15 million UK customer records that were accessed over 5 years, including sensitive data of about 700,000 UK customers. The total impact of the data breach was around 145 million people, affecting customers based mostly in the US. In addition, hackers compromised almost 15,000 customers' email addresses, phone numbers, and access credentials, including security questions. According to Equifax, most of the exposed records did not pose a risk to British consumers. It proposed using proprietary and third-party risk mitigation solutions to minimize the risk of criminal activity such as identity theft.
Next one is, there is an unusual webcam behavior. Your webcam is turned on by itself, or if there's an indication that the indicator line is turning on by itself, there's a high possibility that someone is spying in your system. It's spying you on the webcam, and there are also chances without having the indicator on, there are chances we can spy through the webcam. But make sure some improper behavior or anything is not affecting the system.
Nottingham man who used girl's webcam to spy on her jailed. Robert Davies hacked into a schoolgirl's webcam and secretly filmed her showering and undressing. The 32-year-old targeted 25 people in total, including some he knew, stealing chat histories, and in some cases intimate photos and videos. At Nottingham Crown Court, he was sentenced to 2 years and 2 months in prison.
Your computer works very slowly. A significant reduce in your computer's performance, especially when systems freezes and that slow performance, there's a possibility that malware is using up the system resources. This could be actually found in the task manager, but there are some malwares which are not detectable by the task manager as well, and could be hidden, or it could be some executable file with a different name so that we won't be able to track it. Even though if you find a system infected and if we try to stop those type of malwares, whenever we restart the system, there's a chances that malware is always getting rebooted, and it's again making a system slower by transferring some information, etc.
Cryptojacking is a common scam where someone uses your device to mine for cryptocurrency without your permission. Unsuspecting people carry on using their laptop or computer normally, unaware that their processing power is being leached to mine cryptocurrency. Miners need huge farms of computers with dedicated hardware and sky-high electricity costs to turn a profit. Obviously, this is out of reach for the majority of people, So cybercriminals came up with the idea of unknowingly using other people's computer power.
Next is unusual pop-ups and ads. Continuous pop-up, malware and ads, even when you're not actively browsing the internet, may indicate that your system is vulnerable to adware or malware injection.
Malvertising, the practice of sprinkling malicious code to legitimate-looking ads, affects both small and large websites. Protecting against it is harder than it seems.
How common is malvertising? Malvertising is growing at a fast pace. In 2017, Google blocked 79 million ads that attempted to send people to malicious websites and removed 48 million ads that suggested the installation of unwanted software.
Next is unexplained network activity. Consider you're opening a system just to read a blog post and you see significant data being used in your system. Unexpected spikes in your system's data usage could mean your computer is communicating with the remote system. All your data is being transmitted to a malicious server.
Apple Inc. and Meta Platforms Inc., the parent company of Facebook, provided customer data to hackers who masqueraded as law enforcement officials, according to 3 people with knowledge of the matter. Apple and Meta provided basic subscriber details, such as a customer's address, phone number, and IP address.
Next one is changes in your browser behavior. Whether you're using Google Chrome, Firefox or Brave, that's always an option that when you actually start up to your system, when you actually open your browser, we can have some default pages being listed. If those default pages is being changed without your consent, there's a high level your browser session or your browser has been hijacked.
Hackers hijack Arc browser. Hackers are taking advantage of the Windows launch of Arc browser to trick victims into downloading malware. Unidentified hackers were creating websites with typo-squatted domains, seemingly identical to the browser's actual website. They were also creating ads on Google which, due to certain problems the network has, displayed the legitimate website, but redirected people to the typo-squatted one.
Next one is unusual account activity. We often forget to check that whenever we do a transactions or on a regular basis, we don't check what is our actual bank balance and if there's any amount of money being reduced in the bank. Consider you're hacking a bank account and there are 1,000 different people, and instead of taking all their money, you're trying to steal only a small amount of money from each of their bank account. Like, let's be 10 rupees for example. Stealing 10 rupees from 1,000 people could actually make you to earn 10,000 rupees. So there are many situations which have happened in bank where the money has been stolen and a lot of mistransactions have occurred. Noticing unauthorized transactions in your bank or online account may indicate that your credentials has been stolen.
Beware of Joker, the new cyber scam that uses money mules. Operators in Cambodia with Chinese links lure people in India to open bank accounts, cart away 12 crore in a single operation. They are even hiring Indian job seekers through illegal recruitment agents, sending them to Southeast Asian countries, and then compelling them to defraud fellow citizens in India.
Next one is noticing suspicious programs or files. This coincides with many other things which I already said. Discovering new programs or files that you didn't install can indicate malware presence.
Earth Krahong app targets organizations worldwide. As part of the campaign, the attackers use compromised email addresses to send malicious attachments to users in the same organization.
Next, you might notice that some emails that you haven't sent would have been in the sent list. This means that even your emails might have been compromised. This usually happens in session hijacking kind of techniques where the hacker actually captures the session and with that browser session information, he tries to send a mail to a different person.
Patients at University of Chicago Medical Center may have had personal information exposed in an email hack of the hospital's workers. About 10,300 people, including patients, their family members, and others who received care from the medical center may have been impacted. According to a memo the hospital sent to employees, the hospital said it took steps to secure the affected email accounts and began investigating the phishing incident with a cybersecurity firm.
If you enjoy watching this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, as it would really mean a lot. This being said, what to do if you suspect a hack? If you notice any of the signs, make sure to take immediate actions to secure your computer. First, make sure to disconnect from the internet to prevent further data theft or any other remote code execution. Next, use a trusted antivirus software to scan and remove any unwanted malware. Also, make sure your antivirus is updated to the latest version. Even trusted antivirus softwares could be bypassed, but the probability of bypassing that is comparatively low. So make sure to use a trusted antivirus software which is recently updated. Also, make sure to change your password, especially in finance and email Gmail accounts. Also, your passwords shouldn't be the same for all the websites which you're using. Make sure to use unique or use some password managing tools to store those passwords. So for each and every website, you'll have a different password to use. Because in case a password is compromised, a person using a password for a social media account and hacking it cannot use the same password and log into your Gmail account. So there would be different passwords. So it is more safer to use. Next, uninstall any unknown or suspicious programs from the system. Make sure your system and all patches are up to date with the latest security patches. These are some of the basic things which anyone can do it in the system if they think it's compromised. But still, if you have any doubt, it's better to consult with a cybersecurity professional. By staying vigilant and recognizing these signs, you can make sure you're taking prompt action to mitigate the damage and protect your personal information. Among the attacks being said, hacking the password is one of the top priority. If you want to know how hackers actually hack your passwords, make sure to check out the video in my channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.